Hi, my name is Susan Rancourt and I'm one of the owners of Road Races. We just wanted to take this time to explain a little bit about what is going on with the Bristol Half Marathon. So we have been working over the last few weeks with local authorities, with the state, to create a plan in order to host the race. That one that would keep us physically distant, provide for all the protocols being followed so that they would allow us to host the race. It has become apparent that we're not going to be able to come to agreement in a time frame in order to host the race. So we're going to continue to work on that plan, and we're very hopeful for the fall. But we did want to reach out and let you know that we're not quite there yet. Two of the biggest concerns is right now the requirement to wear a mask and the aid stations and the volunteers. Well, these two hurdles might not be as difficult with, say, our Hangover Classic, which is a 5-miler in January. For a half marathon in near July, you know, based on the type of weather that we get, these are two pretty big hurdles. So we're not able to kind of overcome those right now. So we have made the decision to transfer to a completely virtual event. So you will still be able to run the course. You'll still be able to have off-course alerts and progress alerts through our app for RaceJoy. We're going to have weekly contests. We're going to be able to remain, well, not physically close, socially connected for the race. And although, you know, many things have been canceled, this probably isn't a huge surprise. It's no less heartbreaking for Karen and I. It's not easy to do this. We were really hopeful that we would be able to do this event in actuality in some form, but it's just not progressing as we would like it to progress, because we made a commitment to you in order to make a decision, and so that's kind of where we're at. So we're going to take everybody's entries and just convert them to the virtual event. We're going to share more information about the weekly contests and you know, our ability to encourage you all in your journey. You know, we've seen some great things happen with the last few events, with these incredible finishes and these great maps and the support that you're getting from your family and friends, and really what you've been able to do with it. And it's incredible. Like, it's so heartwarming to see what's going on, even though we can't actually be together. So that will happen right now. So you have from June 1st to June 27th to run your event. Everything is going to be online, all the directions. But if you have any questions about how this works, please reach out to us. We're here to support you, and we'll do whatever it takes to ensure that we can live up to your expectations as far as the event goes. So we have a couple things that are going on now for the rest of the summer. So for June, we have our Bristol Half Marathon virtual event. If you want to complete the road race series with the 2 remaining events, you can still do that. You can actually do that virtually, or a hybrid of in-person events and virtual events. That's through the race bundle option on our Bristol registration. The other 2 challenges that we're kind of setting up for this summer is our Run Rhode Island challenge, which is for the month of July, and then our Race Directors Challenge, which is for the month of August. So the Run RI Challenge is where you're going to run the distance, or the equivalent distance, from our start line in Narragansett through Jamestown, Newport, Bristol, all the way to the State House in Providence. So you kind of run the east coast of Rhode Island, along the beaches in the month of July, and you kind of follow our race course. Well, we're not doing it in like how we normally set up the order of the races. It's just it's kind of a neat little challenge. So you can take this as any type of runner you are. So you can either use this as like your weekly mileage goal for each leg. I think the shortest leg is just over 8 miles, and the longest leg is around 16 miles. You can either make that your total weekly race distance. You can run the 56.6 miles at any time during that month. That can be like your monthly total goal, and how you get there is up to you. You can use each leg as your weekly long run. You can do each leg each day for anybody that's really trying to run 50 miles in a week, 56 miles in a week. Or if you're training for like a crazy ultra, you can try and do the entire distance in the same day, 56.6 miles. If you want to go crazy, you can actually do the ultra challenge, which is you go all the way back from Providence back down. So that works out to 95 miles. So again, we have all sorts of fun things that we're gonna go along to do with that. The main crux of this is that because we do have so many charities that we support when we do our races, the running stores, all of these are kind of losing out while we can't actually be in person. So we're raising money for local charities and for the running stores as part of this challenge. So $10 of every $40 is going to go to one of 3 categories. And you pick that category that you want to support when you sign up for the race. So the 3 categories are our local cross-country teams, local running stores, or youth groups. And all the teams and stores that are part of our event are ones that are kind of missing out from us not being able to host actual events. So we just kind of wanted to support our local community, running community, as we kind of navigate these waters where we can't donate money to them like we normally could do that. So that's our July challenge. Obviously you can't run the actual courses, actual legs from one to the next, because you can't run over the bridges. You can do the Bristol leg from Bristol to Providence, because that is along the bike path to Indian Point Park to the State House. That's the only leg you can really actually run if you choose to. But you can run any of these legs anywhere you want, in any manner that you want to. It's really about creating a challenge for you and for what you want to accomplish that month of July. Some of the ideas that we're suggesting is that if you're going to run, say, like the Jamestown leg, maybe you go visit Jamestown and you support the local economy, maybe run the distance in and around Jamestown or something of that nature, but some way that we can still support the communities that we have the privilege of running into. So our August event is our Race Directors Challenge, and I'll tell you a little bit about why we created this race or this challenge. So this year in August, I turned 50. And when I turned 40, I had certain goals set up for myself, and they were to run Boston in 3:30 and to complete a half Ironman in under 6 hours. I had similar goals for myself for this year as I turned 50. And like you, all my events have been canceled or postponed. So my goals have kind of been thrown out the window. On top of that, I don't really run very well in heat. I don't love running in August. So I do a lot of cross training. So we kind of set up this Race Directors Challenge as cross training through the heat of August and kind of prep you and get you healthy and in shape for the fall events. So what this means is for a minimum of 20 minutes each week, you're going to go 20 minutes of running twice a week, 20 minutes of biking or swimming twice a week. I hate swimming, but we'll put that in there because it does get hot. 20 minutes of yoga twice a week and 20 minutes of strength training. So that does work out to 8 workouts of 20 minutes each week. So one day you will have to double up at a minimum. Maybe 2 days you can double up for a minimum. But the idea too is just to be fun about it and to just do something different than just to break up our running routines. So everyone's always asking me, do you run the races that you race direct? And we can't ever participate in the races because we're just busy on race day. But these challenges have given me the opportunity to kind of compete out there with you guys. So you'll see my name, Susan Rancourt, that is kind of on there. And anybody that can, let's see who's above and below. Again, I turned 50, so I would imagine there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be ahead of me. But I just thought it'd be something fun to kind of join in with you guys, as we all don't have events that we can actually do for the next few months. So just wanted to fill you in a little bit, give you some background as to what is happening. Again, if you have any questions, we want to support you. We miss seeing everybody. Our races are like having our family and friends with us all the time. So we're heartbroken that we can't see you guys. And we love race day. We love it. And it's been difficult these last few months. So I love seeing everybody's posts. I love seeing what everybody writes. We really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much. And I hope that you'll consider joining us this summer in some of these challenges, but we're really looking forward to being together on the starting line in